Hey dancers, welcome back to BodyKinect by Kendall. Today I thought I would share with you a bit of a personal story. Some of you may or may not know that I traveled to London for about almost a year studying abroad, and that's where I earned my Master's of Science in Dance Science degree. And I know that some people might be interested in dance science and especially interested in maybe studying abroad, or if you already are living in the UK, then checking out a new school. So I wanted to share more information with you about that today. Okay, first of all, let me give you this little recap of everything that happened up until that point. So after high school, I was really interested in dance science. I knew that it was like a thing, but I didn't really know what it was. I just knew that it sounded cool. And so I decided to pursue my bachelor's in dance science at California State University, Long Beach. And that's where I really fell in love with dance science and mostly fitness. And that's when I realized, oh, if I had been doing fitness and strength training in high school and in middle school, I would have been such a better dancer. Why wasn't I doing this before? So that's what really pushed me to go further into dance science and more particularly the fitness realm of things. So I did my personal training certification, my Pilates certification, and I also did a health certification. And I did all of these things to kind of like build up my portfolio of skills and help me really hone in on how to help a specific dancer, because every dancer is going to be different, right? And I wanted to have as many skills as I could to really look at them from a holistic perspective. So after I graduated, I was dancing a bit, I was teaching a bit, I was doing a little bit of training. I was kind of like here and there everywhere, okay? And it was a lot, right? I decided, you know what, like I really want to study dance science further. I see myself doing this for the rest of my life. And that's when I took it a step further and looked more into the Masters of Science program at Trinity Laban Conservatoire of Music and Dance. And that's in London, UK. And I had never even been like out of the country before. I'd been to like the Bahamas, and that was about it at that time, which was not like that far away from the US. And for reference, I live in Los Angeles, so if you didn't know that. So it was kind of a really big move and something to really consider. I didn't have any family or friends that were in London. I was nervous about the time change. It's like an 8-hour time difference. So even like talking to my friends or like my boyfriend, what felt like I wouldn't really be able to keep in touch with people as much. Plus, like, it's a whole nother country. It's so different, and there's, probably going to be a bit of like culture shock that comes with it. I'm not going to know anybody. It was just a lot of anxiety leading up to it, but I knew that dance science is what I was meant to do, and I pushed through that anxiety anyway. I wish I had gone back and like done more research and kind of helped that anxiety feel a bit better, but instead of just like pushing it aside. But that's a conversation for another day. And I felt like I could do this. I felt confident. You know what? I'm feeling anxious, but I can go. I can do this. Let me tell you, it was the best experience of my whole educational career. It was amazing. And I wish I could have stayed longer, honestly. I met so many amazing people. I met so many amazing teachers that helped me study dance science, helped me further my career, and also professors and researchers that are already doing that dance science research and really have like built that foundation of dance science research that we teach today. So it was really cool. It was great to be able to like immerse myself in dance science, right? So some of the things that we learned about in the program were anatomy and physiology, a little bit of a review there. We learned kind of deep dove into biomechanics, which is looking at like the effect of forces on the body and how that produces movement. So things like gravity or like other forces like normal force, wind, impact of other bodies in the space, or like the muscle force, things like that. That was a really cool portion of that time. We also dove into nutrition and dance psychology, which I loved learning about. We did a little more like exercise physiology and like laboratory tests. So things like the VO2 max test and the STAR excursion balance test, looking at like how good of balance you have. Also looking at like force plates and various like jump height tests or like muscle strength tests, just all sorts of things that were so cool to be able to use the equipment for one, and then also see what those results are like on your own body, and then how it compares to like normative data for other sports, other athletes, and how we need even more research on dancers too, because it's a huge gap in the dance science field and in dance in general, dance research. And you can tell I'm passionate about this because this is literally why I'm doing all of this, because I want to be a part of that next generation that is furthering that dance science research. But anyway, back to London. If you're somebody that is considering studying abroad, whether that be at Trinity Laban or at another school, maybe it's not even dance science related. My biggest piece of advice to you would be just do it. It's going to seem scary, but if you are just as excited as you are nervous, then it's the right move and you need to go do it. It's going to give you so much independence, so much freedom, so much like autonomy over your own body and schedule, and really helping you decide like what is it that you want to do, and what is it that you want to study and actually pursue in your career. And the people that I met during my time there, I'm still good friends with to this day, is particularly a couple of them that I met that we talk probably every week. And when I go to things like dance science conferences or other events, I'm able to still connect with those people that are over there that I was with and that I was able to further develop my career with and understand what it is about dance science that really draws them in and how I can be a part of this. And so it's the networking aspect is really important when it comes to, in my opinion, any study abroad. I think it's important that you are always expanding your network, because that's how you further your career. That's how you get jobs. That's how you work on projects. That's how you continue to grow as a human and grow as a professional in your field. So make the most of your time there. Just do it. Do your research ahead of time with like visas and applications and all of that like paperwork that comes along with it. But once you're there, just enjoy it. Do as many experiences as you can. Study hard, yes, but also spend the time on the weekends to go take a weekend trip to somewhere else, or to go visit some museums or like historical landmarks, whatever that might be, because that experience, not only are you furthering your education, but you are also experiencing life. And I think that is what is most important, and one of the things that I truly will value for the rest of my life about my time abroad. If you have any further questions about the Trinity Laban or like study abroad experience, or you're also interested in dance science, I would love to help you out or answer any questions that you have. You can leave a comment below. You could also message me on Instagram. I am at Train with Kendall on Instagram. And if you send me a message there, I usually reply in the next few days. And I would love to have a conversation with you about learning what you're interested in and how I can help you get connected with the right people. And that is the whole point of developing this network of dance science professionals, is that I love to be able to talk to people and further help them with their careers just as much as I love developing my own career. So I wanted to share that little personal story with you so you can learn a little bit more about me and also learn about like where I'm coming from in terms of dance. I will always be a dancer, but being a dance scientist is so rewarding and fulfilling that it makes me feel like I am really propelling the next generation of dancers into being happier, healthier, stronger, and smarter dancers. And that is the ultimate goal.